Okay. Welcome to JP Squared. That's the show. And it's season 3. Can you even believe it?
Yeah, guys, 3 seasons.
Did you even know there were seasons?
Well, now you do.
The first one was live. The second one was like a year ago.
Yep.
And
that's
now
a
we're
fact.
in 3. That's how many you counted.
Mhm.
3. Now, there's lots of stuff going on since we stopped making videos.
Yeah,
Huh?
you know, we took a little break.
Nobody even really noticed, I think. That's perfect. That was the goal. Didn't want you to notice we were gone because then you'd miss us. Did you miss me?
Oh, gosh. So, stuff has been going on in our lives. I think there's some news that we'll be telling you guys soon, but not in this video. But I do have some news about me personally, if you guys care. Hi.
That's when everybody left. I watched him leave the video.
Well, if anyone is still here,
Thank you. I'm glad you still
is interested in my life.
Okay.
So some news is that I'm moving out of my home that I live in with my parents and my uncle, and I've been there for like, I'm gonna talk like this forever now.
Oh
if
no!
that's okay.
I was hoping you would. I'm so glad you're gonna do that.
So I've been in this house. This is the only house I've lived in Arizona, and I've been here since 2001. So been here for 18 years and stuff.
I moved into this house that we're sitting in right now this last year. And the year before that, I moved. And the year before that, I moved. And the year before that, I didn't move. But the year before that, I moved. And the year before that, I moved twice. So, got you beat.
So it got me, you know, just thinking about the fact that I've just been in this house this is the house I've been in for the longest of my life, because I was in New York for 9 years, and then I was here from 9 to 26.
Right.
So a lot happened in this house most of my life.
Right.
I mean, for starters, like, there's still, like, petrified boogers up on the wall that I flicked. That was a bad place to start.
Yeah, why'd you
I
start
don't know
with
why
that?
I said that so nonchalantly, like it wasn't going to be weird. I don't know. But I don't know.
For starters,
For starters,
boogers.
my petrified boogers,
I'm gonna.
they're
miss
still
this
there.
house.
I'm surprised they were never spotted and taken down.
Who was gonna
I
do
don't
that?
know.
Your parents?
Well,
If you're not
cleaning the
cleaning,
walls.
why didn't you?
because I was stupid, guys. Guys, don't flick your boogers at the wall.
Gross. Now this is full disclosure for the person who bought the house that you're now leaving.
Okay, maybe I'll clean them up. I'm sorry. I'm not stupid anymore, guys. I'm normal. There's also a petrified mosquito that is, and it was there in my parents' bathroom when it was like one of the first days we moved in the house. My dad went to use the bathroom, and there was like a little mosquito
Gross.
up.
Don't reenact this.
Anyway, no, so he killed it on the window, and it's been there, like it's a little dead body, for 18 years or so. That's pretty crazy, right?
Do you guys clean your house?
Well, it's a tiny little speck in the bathroom window that it's not even like a window that you can see anything out of. It's one of those windows that's like, why does it exist? It's just to let some light in. It's like, you know, because it's kind of like crystallized. It's like,
Sure.
you can't actually see stuff.
Sure, but you've never wiped that in 18 years?
Well, I don't think he might have, but I mean, you know, I don't think he wanted to get rid of the mosquito. I mean, it's been there for so long. After a while, you just don't want to. It's like you just want to see how long it's going to be there. But so yeah, interesting stuff in this house. My dad, his fan in their bedroom.
I'm going to hijack this story and tell one of my own. How about that? So, at my house in Oregon, there was this tree. It was kind of like a bush, but it definitely was a tree, and it like sat on the ground, and the branches. There's one branch that went like across this way, and one that was up higher, and we I guess ripped out a few like leaves, and then it's like kind of hollow inside. So that was my sister's and I's our fort. That's English for you. And one time, we were playing hide and seek with some friends, and I hid inside there. This is like kind of before she realized there was another branch up top, and so I went up on the branch on top, and I was like hiding up there. She walked into the tree, because that's what you do. You go into the tree. She looked around, and then she turned around and went out. And I was like less than a foot away from her. I was over top of her like this, hanging onto the branch, and she didn't see me. And I won that hide and seek.
I had a tree in our house in New York, not in the house.
You had a tree inside your house? That's not what I heard. I knew what you were saying.
And we made cookies, and we were gnome people. But no, yeah, in the backyard there was a tree, and she might still be there because I don't remember. Not it might, she might, because I'm talking about my invisible sister that lived. She lived by the tree in the backyard. I don't know if she came with us when we moved out here. It's hard to tell. I don't know if she's here. So I don't know if I left her there. Her name is Jonna, and she's my sister.
Why is her name Jonna?
Because I named her.
Why did you name your sister?
Because I could.
Did your parents know about her?
Well, yeah, sort of. I told them about her.
Oh.
So, she's just my sister.
Yeah, and should have saved that story for Halloween. Because that's creepy.
And she likes to wear like bright colored shirts. Like every day she'd wear a different one, like blue and purple. I mean, I couldn't see it. Is
the clothes invisible too?
Yeah, she's invisible. So, but she still cared about her fashion, even though no one could see her. Anyway, so she might still be there. I don't know, guys. When I went back to New York, last year, I looked over, but I didn't see her.
In Oregon, my house was at the end of a cul-de-sac. Behind that was just empty cow pasture. Well, it wasn't empty. There was cows in there. It was a cow pasture. It was a lot of space. And not a lot of stink, actually, because the poop was spread out and it was all green and nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I know.
That's how I like my poop.
Yep, spread out, nice. Yeah. So one time, my neighbors from across the street were over playing with, I had a bottle rocket. It was a Buzz Lightyear bottle rocket, and it was super cool. Mm-hmm. So I pump it up, and then I went to launch it, and then something happened, I don't know, and the thing kind of tipped over a little, and then I launched it and went over the fence to the cows, where the cows roam.
Oh.
And so I was like, well, whatever, I'll just go get it. There was a barbed wire fence, but whatever, I'll just jump over it. And so that's what I did. I jumped over it, except I landed in the poop. It's all spread out, but I landed right in one. And it was okay, though, because I got the rocket back. The end.
Continuing with animal stories, in New York, I had some bad animal encounters in our house. For one thing, we called them jumping spiders. They're actually crickets, but they're like a creepy hybrid of a cricket and a spider. So these things were in our basement. They would normally come out more at night. Our basement was like our playroom. The whole basement was dedicated to us. Well, there was the boiler room, and my dad did some recording in there. But yeah, the main part of it was us playing, our playroom and TV and stuff and games and everything. But at nighttime, yeah, the jumping spiders came out.
You make it seem like they're everywhere.
Sometimes there was at least maybe 3 or so, but creepy, guys.
Okay.
And these things, they can jump. I mean, just they would just jump around and so scary.
What happened?
I couldn't even. That was it, man. I was tormented every night. I couldn't even. It was like, it was like, you play downstairs until the spiders come out. Jumping spiders, man.
That's creepy. I'm sorry.
I got one that tops that. The bees. Guys, the bees.
Just tell it.
You might know, guys, that I don't like bees.
How would they know that? Jesse, it's just a bee. Just leave it be. Get it, bee.
So it all started in New York. It was a rainy night. I was in my bed, sleeping, and I still remember this. I was just laying there, half asleep, still kind of lucid, and I just remember hearing a zzz, near my ear, but I almost felt like I was in a dream. And then a sting stung my ear, and I got up and I started crying. I'm crying.
Like you do.
My parents came in. I didn't even know what happened. I couldn't even explain it. I was a little kid. I couldn't make sense of it. All I knew was something hurt me. So the only thing that came out of my mouth was I looked at the wall behind my behind my bed, and I just pointed at it thinking it like attacked me, and it was white, and they were like, what happened? I was like, the white thing! Talking about my wall. I didn't even know how to say wall. I was so scared. I don't know. So they were like, it's okay, you just had a bad dream, So they're like, it's all right, go back to bed. So I started crawling back from the foot of my bed back to the front. And then again, my knee got stung. There was a bee on my bed as I was crawling. And then they turned on the light and then they see there was a bee there. And then like, oh, you weren't lying, there's a bee. And then my brother was like, look, there's another one. And there was a bee flying around up there. And so they got us out. And so what was happening was bees were falling down from a little hole in the ceiling, which I don't know if the rain made a little hole or something, but these bees were like just spilling into the room.
I'm guessing the bees made the hole and the rain caused the bees to not want to be out in the wetness.
That's a good argument. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is the bees chose to come into our room. I don't know why that one stung me. I was sleeping. Unless the bees were just kind of confused and they didn't know what was going on. Maybe they really were just falling out of their beds and falling into some room and then, oh, who's this kid? Die. I don't know. So we ended up, fixing the problem. And my parents put some plaster over the hole. And ever since, it made a plaster mark on the ceiling, and that mark freaked me out for the rest of my life in New York. I wouldn't even sleep turned to the corner of the room that had the mark on the wall. I always had to turn the other way. Even now, I still I turn left when I lay down, probably because it came from that. So yeah, bees and jumping spiders. It was madness, guys. But I have my invisible sister to help me.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see what new adventures lie in store for you.
Oh, yeah.
I've got so many adventures already that I want to just take it easy for a while. Let's see if that happens. I doubt it. So, we got exciting stuff, and I'm not going to say any of it.